So in everyday life, everyday occasions, everyday events, in a workplace, in a school, if you've got children, how can you recognise the narcissistic individual in the room? There are several behaviours that they will display, and it's a pervasive pattern of behaviour, is who they are. Whenever you are around them, it is who they are as a person. It's not just now and again when someone's got some exciting news that they come running in and say, hey, guess what's happening? And they're really happy for themselves and pleased, and you can be pleased for them, and you want to help and support them, and you want to join in with that joy that they're experiencing in that moment in time. This is somebody who is always about them, which can actually technically provoke that sort of envy within you, which is when you have to recognise that most of the time they're lying, they're deceiving, they're manipulating. No one's got it perfect all of the time. We all make mistakes, we all have our troubles. So it's when you have to recognise that they're doing this to boost themselves, to be the most important person in the room, and to put other people down and to make other people feel bad about themselves so they can feel better about who they are as a person. When it comes to narcissistic individuals, they tend to carry that sense of self-importance. They're seeking to get their needs met. They're the most important person in the room. They kind of have that, don't you know who I am? They're expecting that special treatment. They're expecting that recognition. So one of the first signs is they will talk about themselves a lot. And again, it's not just somebody who's just had a bit of good news. They're constantly bragging and boasting about the places they've been, the places they're going, the things they've done, the people they know. They are constantly boasting to other people. Again, it's not just that little bit of excitement. And you can often notice when you actually get to know them well enough that if you go somewhere with them and they walk past someone famous, and then you're with another group of people that they're trying to impress, they will tell that group of people how they met someone the other day and they spoke to that person even though they simply just walked past them. If they're going on holiday, they will go on and on and on and on about it. Yet if you've been there, they're not interested in listening to you. If you're going somewhere, they're not interested in listening to you. There's no two-way conversation, and they can't be pleased for you. You try and go to them with some good, exciting news, and they shut you straight down and start talking about themselves again. They have to be the most important person in the room. They don't like being told no. They have that sense of self-entitlement, so no doesn't compute within their minds. They don't mind asking you for favours. They're happy to ask you for favours. However, ask them for a favour, you'll be surprised at just how busy they can be and just how much they've got to do. Only you're not actually dealing with a busy person who avoids asking other people for help because they haven't got the time to help other people. With a narcissist, it's all about themselves. They believe that they are always right. They react angrily or passive aggressively. There were silent treatments and there was sulks or there was innuendos or the backhanded compliments to you if they believe that you are challenging their ideas or their beliefs in some way. They turn into the victim. They refuse to take on board anyone else's opinion. So if you go to a fast food restaurant with a narcissistic individual and you're willing to clean the table to help the staff out a little, and the narcissistic individual will happily just walk away and say, well, it's not my problem. And they get paid to deal with that. They're not interested in helping other people. Now, we can all do it if we're in a rush. With a narcissist, it's who they are. And if you explain to them how it's just nice to, help people out now and again, if you can do someone a favour for free, it doesn't harm anyone. Yet when you're with a group of strangers, They will do that. They will clear the table in front of the strangers because they're looking to use your advice to impress those strangers. They don't agree with you, but if it works in their favour, they will use it. They drive for power and control. They have a lot of anger and road rage within them. They will happily cut people up, cut people off. They will pip at people who dare to stall their car in front of them and get in their way. People who might not know where they are because they're new to the area. They're not interested in trying to understand somebody else. They're interested in telling them to move out of their way. They're interested in telling them other people how other people should drive. They're incredibly manipulative. They use a lot of guilt trips to get their own way. They're the woe is me, the hard done to person. You can have 3 children and they can have 2 children. Yet it's so much more impossible for them to get things done. They lack empathy. They lack the concern for other people. Now they can look like they're doing something good, especially the communal narcissist. They can look like they're being charitable and helpful. However, what they're looking for is the praise and the recognition for being such an amazing person. They're not interested in helping other people out. They're interested in helping themselves to your attention. And they're very envious of others. They're very quick to gossip about people, to put other people down, to smear other people's names, to spread rumours about other people. They're very envious of others. They've always got to be the one that's outdoing everybody else in order to feel better about who they are as a person. They're very impatient people. Now, they might pretend to be patient if they're looking to impress someone. However, if they're not looking to impress someone, their impatience shows. They will happily run late for people because, again, they're the most important person that's got so much on. So they will run late for everybody, but nobody dare run late for them because they will become incredibly offended at the other person for daring to run late for them. They're very impatient. They don't believe that they should have to wait in line. They don't believe that they should have to wait to be served. And their laughter's often fake. They display that real laughter where their eyes light up and their cheeks glow, lift. They display that real laughter often when they're laughing at another person's misfortune, another person's suffering. Yeah, if you tell a joke, they can sort of laugh along with you, but if you ask them what's funny, they've not got a clue. They have that sort of fake laughter because if it's another person, if they've told the joke to get everyone laughing, all's well and good and it will be their laughter. But if someone else has done something, if someone else is getting the attention, they can have the loudest laugh to try and get the attention back onto themselves. If anyone else has any signs that they notice that you could potentially be dealing with a narcissistic individual, please do add those into the comments for people reading through. Thank you very much to all the returning subscribers and your continued support of the channel. It's greatly appreciated. If you are new to the channel, I'm Elizabeth Shaw. This channel is all about narcissistic behaviour to give you more understanding of the people you might be dealing with within your life, how to handle yourself around those people if you cannot get no contact, and different methods to find what works for you to help you understand and overcome narcissistic and emotional abuse. If you do find the information helpful on the channel, please do subscribe. If you are looking for further help and support in understanding and overcoming narcissistic and emotional abuse, I do have several online guides available and those teachable links are in the video description. If you're looking for someone to speak to, I have partnered with BetterHelp and their sponsored link is also in the video description. I do also have several books out on Amazon, 15 Rules to Deal with Narcissistic People If You Cannot Get No Contact, a Narcissists Handbook, which is the ultimate guide to understanding and overcoming narcissistic and emotional abuse, and how to create boundaries around those who have no respect for your boundaries. If you'd like to take a look at those, they'll be in the description also. Go out there and create the day that you deserve because you do deserve to have an amazing day. Bye.